Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode on Founder Stories with me, where I talk to bootstrap founders about their growth and marketing journey to success. Today's episode is a very interesting episode as I have Tejas Rane, who has recently sold one of his products for a five-figure exit, and all of this what happened while he offered his product for just a one-time fee, and he's sharing a great amount of marketing strategies, and he has a good experience and background in SEO, in Google ads, Facebook ads, and a lot of tons of other marketing strategies which we kind of sort of miss out on, and we are not really even aware of it. So there are a lot of creative marketing strategies that Tejas is talking about in today's episode. So do not miss this episode and do listen to it till the end. Also, this episode is brought to you by Product Logs, a customer feedback platform where you can easily collect and manage your feature requests, publish roadmaps, and product updates to your users. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Hi, Tejas. Thank you
Yes,
for
yes.
joining in.
Hi, Priyanka. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I know
Yeah,
you've been a little busy and you found out time, so I'm really grateful for that.
yeah,
But I know that you just recently sold one of your products, and you have also been building a couple of products on the side. Why
yeah.
don't you just tell me, like, let's start with what are you actually working on right now?
So, thank you for inviting me, first of all, into this podcast. Yeah. So, regarding the product that I'm currently, building, so I've already built this product, but so I will just give you an overview like what exactly this product is and what I'm currently struggling with, or probably, looking to pivot for. So, this product is basically, I just wanted to help people, build online products which people can sell for lifetime deals. Okay, so there are like a lot of business models right now. So it's like the SaaS is one, obviously the famous business model that we have, the recurring SaaS. But the previous products that I built, which is Affiliate Corner, which was solely based as a lifetime deal product. So what I thought about is like, how can I like share some product ideas to people and that they can sell for lifetime deals. So this product is named as ltdideas.com. So LTD is basically lifetime deal. So that's the the domain name as well. So ltdideas.com, and that is how I built this product. And this product is basically shares you the product ideas that you can like sell for lifetime deals. So it can be anything. It can be as small as an ebook. It can be as small as like an checklist or something like that. Templates, boilerplates. Boilerplates is a huge thing, as you can see on Twitter feed as well. There are a lot of boilerplates right now which are getting really famous, and they're also quite valuable as a developer as well. So I thought like, okay, this is a growing industry. People are selling, products for lifetime deals. So what if I, build a product that can share product ideas that people can share, sell for lifetime deals. So that's the basic overview of the product. So it just like shares the product ideas. It will share you the pain points, description of that product, what it can do. Then the target audience. I also share the keyword searches for that. So if it is any related to boilerplate, I can also give you the keyword and also give the searches. So you can also think about it like, okay, if it has a lot of searches, then it might also have some demand as well. So that's the current insights that I provide. So, and also I'm looking to add more value into this product. So I'm also into the thinking stage, like how can I provide more value, and then later on, obviously this product is also a lifetime deal, and maybe later I want to switch to yearly pricing. So before switching to yearly pricing, I want to add more value into this product. So that is now where I am into the thinking phase, like how can I add more value to this product.
Nice, interesting. We'll go into details about the LTD ideas, but before I would like to just turn around time, go back in time, and like to understand what exactly, when did you start this journey? What have you been like? What are the other products that you have been building that you had built previously, and exactly what made you come to this particular indie hacking space?
So yeah, that's a really broad question, but I would like to explain you like how I came into this. So I'm a computer engineer basically, but I completely switched to marketing. So there was this first job that I was doing. It was a data analyst job in 2018, and it was my first job. My first corporate job right after the college placements, and it was a data analyst job. And when I went into this job, it was like really boring first of all, and I didn't even think that, okay, this is not what I want to do. I figured it out in less than 15 days. This is not I want to do in with my life. So I quit my job in like first 15 days, and I was
Wow.
like serving a notice period, okay, that at that time. So I was like, okay, there's no work right now, so let's like explore like what kind of resources that I have on my laptop. So I was just scrolling around, and I came across this book on SEO from that computer on that same work laptop that I was given to. Then I became very curious about SEO, and then I switched into in this marketing landscape. So first of all, when I left this job, I thought, okay, I want to get into this marketing thing because it's like a really big industry, and there are a lot of skill sets that I can, and I didn't like coding that much, so obviously my interest went that way. And then I shifted into marketing. Then I did a digital marketing course, but obviously that was like just to get a brush up, like what can I imagine, like what kind of marketing skills that I can acquire. And then with that I started a blog. With that blog I got some organic traffic, and using that organic traffic I can show in the interviews like, okay, this is how I can get organic traffic. So people come to know about, okay, my SEO skill sets. So that is when I started another job into SEO. From that I switched 2 to 3 jobs in between, but I acquired a lot of skill sets in that. So skill sets are a really huge thing. So I focused very much on that. So SEO is my current core skill set, I can say, and also into marketing. So in marketing, as in sales, I know every bit of it. Let it be cold email or anything like that. So I know the basic stuff, and also and you can say an intermediate stuff. So I know the most basic. There is a term called T-shaped marketing. If you have not heard about it, so T-shirt marketing, it is like every bit of skill set in marketing, but you are specialized in one skill set, which is SEO. So I'm in that space. So yeah, and one big shift happened in the COVID. Okay, so I was doing this job as I told you, and then COVID happened, and they told me that they will be lowering the salary. So I was like, no, I'm not be working with low salary. So I quit my job then again, and then I took a 5 month gap in COVID, like March 2020. Then what happened is like I came into Twitter. Okay, so if you not heard about Daniel Wessel, I guess he's a lot of followers, a lot of people in indie making space has been following Daniel. So I was I followed Daniel, and I got a really unique viewpoint on online income. So
Mhm.
that was the turning point actually. So I got to know, okay, we can make money online via Twitter, because like Twitter was a really nascent stage in 2020, and like not many people were into it as currently there are a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I followed Daniel, and I got very curious about his online income thing. And I sold a lot. I sold a Quora marketing book then, and then I made like around 1 to 1.2 lakhs INR in the span of like 3 to 4 months. Then I got to understand, okay, how selling works, how to sell, how to build a landing page, how to improve your copy. So that is how I started learning the selling part, because the selling part is obviously the hardest part in marketing. So that is how I got into it, and I started applying for jobs because I know this is not sustainable. Obviously I need something very broad, I need something very solid so that I can sustain on that. So I switched into another job, and that was the turning point. I got like 5x of my salary hike in that job. It was like the job was a remote US based job. The company name was DonorBox, so it's like a big fundraising company in entire world, actually fundraising software company in US. So basically I joined that, and I got a really nice SEO skill set from that. I acquired a lot of SEO skill set from that. And during that period I also started, so I started into this business thing. So I wanted to build something. I started building a directory which was called a swipe directory. Swipe directory is basically a list of important marketing resources and tools, just like a basic thing. So I just wanted very where one can easily explore marketing important marketing resources and tools. Okay, so I built this tool with no code. It was like using Google Sheet. There's a tool called Spread Simple. I'm also using that right now for my another product. So I built that, and it good. It got very good amount of traffic and as well as affiliate sales. And I sold it to an Canadian based person for like around $3,000 to $4,000, and that was my first initial exit. And that is how I learned. Okay, So if we can build some product, if we can add some more value, if we can get more revenue, we can build, sell and exit. So that's kind of like blueprint that I got into my mind. And yeah, it was like really fascinating to understand like how this online business or online economy works. And that later on I figured out, okay, so this is like really nice. We can like build something, sell something, exit at a later point. So that I exited later on in around 1.15 years. And I also started during that job. I haven't quit that job. Okay, so I'm doing this SEO job, and during that job I also started an abroad education consulting firm
Oh,
with my
wow.
5 childhood friends. Yeah, so they told me like, okay, you have some skill set in marketing. So I handled the Google ads. So I basically handled all the marketing department, and we grew this company to around 30 employees at one point of time.
That was while you were already
Yeah,
working a
I
9 to
was
5.
doing the job, and while doing that job I grew this company. Obviously there were 5 other co-founders as well, but again that was also a learning period, because like then later on around in 1.5 years again I had to quit that company, because like again there is a learning experience, because you cannot build a business with 5 co-founders, 5 unique viewpoints, 5 different mindsets. So that was a turning, but I got a really good experience. I was like, we were spending at one point of time, we were spending around 1 to 1.2 lakhs per month on Google ads. Okay, and we were getting around like 5x ROAS from that.
Oh,
And
wow.
that is how we were able to scale to around 30 employees at one point of time. So I quit that company, but we are still friends with some co-founders. And yeah, I quit that company, and then later on, I found, okay, in December 2021, I figured out, okay, so I am doing this SEO job. So I have quit this company called Campus Trail, Abroad Education Consulting. So I don't have any online income right now. But I was feeling very comfortable, with that SEO job that I had. And the feeling of comfort, I didn't like of the feeling of comfort, because it will hamper my growth. I knew that at one point of time it will hamper my growth. And obviously if
I
I
think
can,
this is a bug that everybody, specifically in the indie hacker community,
yeah,
faces, that people don't want to be comfortable. Like, yeah, you make yourself, you actually challenge the status quo, and you go out and you make yourself uncomfortable, and kind of that because that is also how growth happens. I mean,
yeah,
staying in
exactly.
a static job will like just give you the monthly income, and probably you'll lead a comfortable life. But yeah, I mean, if you really want to grow, I agree, like if you really want to grow, it cannot happen sticking just in the same company, because you are very constrained and restricted around their thought process and
Yeah,
ideas and the growth that they are expecting. So yeah.
yeah, exactly. And they were also telling me like, okay, if you stay, we will be doing an IPO in around 2 to 3 years. You will be millionaire. Okay, but I told to myself that I want to be millionaire from my own thing. I don't want to. Obviously, it's a good thing, but obviously, but you have like, once you experience that kind of freedom, right? You can go back. So that's this
Yeah.
Neville quote as well, right? When you test that freedom, you became unemployed at that point of
Yeah.
time. You cannot become employable again. So I experienced that freedom, and that freedom is the most important thing for my indie hacking journey, and that is the most important point for this journey on itself. So the only reason I am doing this is just because of the freedom part, and the second part is I want to get the rewards for the efforts that I'm putting in. So obviously in a 9 to 5 job, you are putting in some 9 to 10 hours of efforts, but you are getting some stipulated or a fixed amount of money. But
Yeah.
in this online world, you can say there's a lot of opportunities right now. Obviously it's very hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to like upskill yourself. You have to keep updated about SEO. If you are talking about SEO, you have to keep updated each and every month, because like Google is releasing updates each and every month, so you have to keep updated. It's not easy, but obviously there are trade-offs, right? So freedom is one trade-off. So if you are into this online indie making space, the freedom is what you get. You don't have a boss, but you have to plan your day, plan your week, plan your month yourself. There's a balance as well. You need to keep that balance. If I want to enjoy more, if I want to enjoy less, it's also a tricky part. So we have to like remind yourself, okay, I have done a lot of efforts. I want to enjoy now. So if I enjoy more, so will it be like? So it's a tricky part. So you have to
Yeah.
enjoy that. So that's the tricky part of this journey as well. So yeah. So in December 2021, I quit that job actually, and I started Affiliate Corner in just around 2 months later. Okay. So how I started this product was like I knew about affiliate marketing. So I was like, okay, let's make a database or something like that which has affiliate programs. But I don't want to make it or position it as a database or directory. I also want to make it unique. So currently, if you see, there are a lot of products that you can like find like affiliate program directories or affiliate program database. I didn't want to make like that. I want to position it very differently. So I thought,
Was it
okay,
was it focused was it focused on a particular customer segment, like, or probably a market?
yeah, yeah. So basically, affiliate marketing is the industry itself. So I want to target affiliate marketers so that they can come to one place, they can search for affiliate programs, and they can get more insights about each and every affiliate niche. Okay, so
No,
affiliate
like
marketing.
were you consolidating across, like, be it beauty, wellness, SaaS, anything? So basically, you were consolidating every market, or were you just focusing on one
Yeah, yeah.
market
So
of affiliates?
every market. So this product is basically it's a research solution for affiliate marketers. So that is how I positioned my product. So I didn't even use the word database or directory. So if I use the word database or directory, it automatically my product is competing with all the other products that are currently in the market. And that
Yeah.
is how I also learned about positioning. So one or two words can make a huge difference in your entire landing page as well. So if I learned one thing, that if you just change one or two words in your copy, you can literally position your product in a different way, and you can't like compete with all the products that are in the market. So for example, there are testimonial tools right now in the market, and
Yeah.
if someone wants to build a testimonial tool, you want to position it very differently. You want to use certain different words, so that position it very differently, and you can be very unique in that market itself. So that is how I also learned about positioning in that when I was building that landing page. So yeah, I built that we built that landing page, and actually I forgot to tell, I was also working this tool with the co-founder. His name is Rishabh, and he was the developer, and I am the marketer. So I don't know if I have told this. So I had to tell this because he has a lot of contribution in this product as well. So yeah, and also got to know Rishabh from Twitter itself. So obviously Twitter has been life changing for me from the beginning itself, from 2020. And yeah, so we started this, and I was like thinking, look, okay, how can I add more value? So I thought, okay, let's provide some more insights, more value to this product, like by giving keywords. What keywords can you target? What kind of target audience you have, how you can promote a particular affiliate product in that niche. So I have given a lot of ideas, a lot of insights in that product, and we built a huge product, huge data in terms of database. And I was like working with Rishabh, and then we hadn't launched them back then. Okay, so me and Rishabh was talking like, how can we launch this? Okay, so Rishabh told me that, okay, let's do one thing, let's do a pre-sale. Okay, let's do a pre-sale, and we did a pre-sale offer. Like we built a landing page, and we told, okay, we are building this, and we'll get an access after 1 month. Okay, but we are giving this, and this is the last date that we'll be releasing after 1 month. And people were like, people bought so much of this, we were surprised. So we
So
launched.
just to,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, but just to get a context of Affiliate Corner, you said it's not a database. So what exactly were you offering?
Yeah, it's a database only, but the positioning is so different. It's like a research solution for affiliate marketers. So if someone is into affiliate marketing, if they come into my platform, they will get all the details related to each and every affiliate niche, as well as affiliate programs. They can like filter affiliate programs. They can find the best affiliate program as per the commission rates, as per the highest commission, so that they can get more money as per their interest. So if you are interested in something related to your hobby or any skills, so you can search according to your interest as well, which kind of affiliate programs are good for you. So it's basically a research solution for affiliate marketers or anyone who want to make money online via affiliate marketing. So that's the core thing about affiliate corner.
So basically, it was targeted towards affiliates and not towards brands. Any affiliate who wanted to understand good programs, good affiliate programs,
Yeah.
would have to come to your site and probably in their own market or niche try get a list of affiliate programs that are there and which are offering good commissions, or how their affiliate programs are working. So basically details and insights into that. And then were you also allowing affiliates to get onboarded via your platform, or they had to do it
No, so
personally?
basically, if we wanted to do that, it would have been really complex because there are a lot of tools available right now. There are a lot of like marketplaces like ClickBank. ClickBank is there, Rakuten is there. So with that, you can easily, there are affiliate programs directly, and once you make a profile, you can, submit the profile, and you can get into the affiliate program directly from there. But they don't provide all the
You
insights that,
mentioned ClickBank, and what was
yeah,
the second one?
Rakuten. Sure, Rakuten, maybe I guess, yeah, Rakuten
Acha,
affiliate.
Rakuten you are saying. Oh, acha.
Yeah, Rakuten affiliate, Rakuten advertising. Yeah, so basically it's an affiliate marketing network. So these
Oh,
are like
yeah, yeah,
affiliate
Rakuten.
networks. Okay, so all these brands, they connect to these affiliate networks, and affiliate marketers will sign up to that affiliate network, and they will create a profile. Okay, and not everyone will get into that affiliate network. Obviously, it depends on what kind of audience you have and everything.
Mhm.
And once
Yeah.
you get into that affiliate network, you can directly, apply to all these affiliate programs and also get into that. And ClickBank is a huge affiliate network. It's like it was there since the beginning of like the blogging era. So it's like a huge platform. Yeah. I knew about ClickBank as well in like when I started in 2019. So in 2019 I was like I acquainted with all this knowledge. I had all this knowledge, but I didn't executed on this knowledge, or didn't work on it, or didn't build anything on that knowledge. I also knew blogging in 2018 itself, but I didn't do blogging. I started blogging in 2021. So I this is a that's a later part. I will talk about blogging after I'm done talking with affiliate one. That's again a huge thing that
That's a difficulty when you have so many things that you have
yeah,
worked
actually I'm
on.
doing so many things because I can't like, so when people ask me like what do you do, so I get confused like what should I tell them, like I'm a blog am I a blogger, am I an indie maker, or I'm also doing investing right now. So
Wow.
yeah, so I'm doing a lot of things. So obviously you have to do a lot of things if you are not into 9 to 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. If
yeah, yeah,
if you have, if of course, if you're not into 9 to 5, and you have to diversify your sources of
yeah,
income.
exactly. Yeah, so so we did this pre-sale and we got around $6,000 in just around 2 to 3 days. So that was like very surprising as well as very motivational for us as well. And then
So
we started.
did you launch it on Twitter, or was this through
Yeah.
actionable?
So we also launched in a couple of different channels. So we launched on Twitter. So I had a small email list at that point of time. So we launched on at email list as well. Then there were two major, marketing groups. I was also very active in that marketing group, and so we launched that, product into that marketing groups, two marketing groups, and we got a really good response from that group itself.
What were these marketing groups?
So basically, these are like LTD groups itself. So they talk and discuss about LTD tools, lifetime deals.
Is this are you talking about the groups on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook groups.
Yeah, like Kenmo and
Yeah,
uh,
that is also there, but I didn't launch there. I actually launched in a couple of SaaS Warriors. SaaS Warrior is one.
yeah, SAS Warriors.
Yeah, and
It's with,
LTD Hunt is another one.
yeah.
So LTD Hunt,
SAS Warriors is by Ankit, and LTD
yeah.
Warriors is by, I think, someone from Bangladesh, I believe. Yeah.
So yeah, so we launched that in those Facebook groups, and we got really good response. So we thought, okay, this product is quite validated right now, and people are excited. So yeah, so I got really good response from that, and then we started our, this journey, and then we launched in 1 month itself, and then we, had good response on Twitter, good response everywhere, and we also explored with Facebook ads at one point of time. But I did more Facebook ads, but obviously at one point it becomes very difficult to scale, and I can clearly say that I'm not an expert Facebook advertiser, but I could we spent around like probably, I don't know, maybe 50,000 to 70,000 INR, and we got around 3.5 ROAS from Facebook ads. We got really good response during the Black Friday, event.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
And
good
this
customer.
was all pre-sale, not
After the
after
launch, after the launch was
after
done.
the launch. Okay.
Yeah, after the
Hmm.
launch was done, when the product was like properly done, we tried. Okay, we thought about, let's start with Facebook ads, and we got good response from Singapore, Hong Kong, and all these countries, Malaysia as well. But my major the target audience was US, UK, and India. And surprisingly, my second best in country was India only. Surprisingly, I
Hmm.
didn't knew that okay, people will buy for 99 or 100 or 129. So we keep changing the
Yeah,
price.
that's a very good point that you mentioned. Like, because for me also, I have this apprehension that probably in the subcontinent people are not going to spend money, much of money. But I was also surprised to see a lot of Indian, like there's a big community of Indian indie hackers, and also this affiliate marketing has been growing hugely. So one should not shy away from actually selling to in the subcontinent itself, being an Indian.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, even I got this great insight. Yeah.
yeah, not at all. So obviously, actually, so what happens is like the only part is the pricing. Okay, you will get good views on your landing page from Indian audience, but the conversion rate would be less. So if let's suppose 1,000 views you are getting on landing page, in US the conversion rate would be probably 10%, but in India that would be around 3 to 4% conversion rate. So that's the basic thing that I saw. The people obviously have money, so they will buy. So it's not like it all depends on your product actually. So people will buy no matter what. So it's
Hmm.
so I
Yeah.
have seen people like buying courses for 15,000, 17,000, 20,000 rupees. So it's not about, I guess it's not about that. It's all about the positioning, as I told you. Like if you position it very clearly and very properly, and you make it feel like okay, this product has some good value, and if I don't buy this product, it will be not good for my, it will be helpful if I buy this product. So if you can create this feel inside any of your customer, it's an instant buy for any of, right? So yeah, India was my second best audience after US, and I got around 60 to 70, customers from 60 to 70 countries. So that was also a huge, motivation for us. Like okay, we were able to sell customers from majority of the country, like almost half of the world, right? So
Wow.
that was also a good,
And
data
this
point
this
we have.
at this point of time, were you still selling lifetime licenses, or did
Yeah.
you come to an
So
MRR?
we didn't switch the pricing. So also that was also a learning part, right? So this was our first product. I could have switched to yearly pricing. Maybe I could have done $69 or $99 yearly, but I didn't do that. So the reason I didn't do that is because like okay, so this research part, so I knew, so I myself consider myself as a customer. So this research, right? So if you're doing some affiliate marketing research, so, so how much time would you spend on a platform for research? You would not spend probably a week or a 1 month or so, not more than month. So if once you know what you want to do, you will not spend much more time. So even if I switch my pricing to monthly, I would have churned that customer in around 2 to 3 months. I knew
Mhm.
that because I wouldn't myself use that product for more than 2 to 3 months. And even if I do yearly pricing, probably after 1 year they would probably churn again. So I
Mhm.
thought, okay, what if I like increase the price of that lifetime deal, and collectively make adjustments so that there is no chance. So obviously the conversion rate would shoot up. Obviously there will be refunds. So we had a 7 to 12 day refund policy, and obviously refunds are a part and parcel of the business, so we can't do anything about that. But that was my core philosophy. Is like a customer won't research so if a customer is doing a recurring, research or recurring, they are coming into your platform time and again. So maybe you can switch to a recurring pricing model. That is also one learning point. Is that if you have a customer who is like trying to do recurring research or recurring work on your platform, like scheduling. Scheduling is a recurring part, right? So that is why scheduling tools get a lot of recurring, so that is also one thing. So we didn't even switch to yearly pricing or anything like that. But we at the very later stage of our platform, we switched to yearly pricing at around $49 to $59, and we actually increased to around 1,200 ARR at the last stage of our. before the acquisition itself.
Right. So I was curious, like you said that your core philosophy was that, or the core business model around your product was that people are not going to come and research recurringly, right?
Yeah.
So what was your platform or was your database that you were offering? Was it just a one-time database or were you also updating it
Yeah,
continuously?
obviously, I was updating. Yeah, I was updating. We were updating the data. Obviously there were a lot of data points, right? So there were insights, keywords, and target audience, the ideas I have, then affiliate program details. So more and more affiliate programs, more categories. So we were updating this data like weekly, monthly, and or so obviously, if you think about it, I could have charged a recurring, but again, I that's my problem, right? It's not the customer's problem, right? Obviously, they are getting data. The research also, again, the research is not recurring. It's not like they will be like doing this research again and again for a year. They won't use that for a year. So that is how I
So
built it.
how long did you so you said you did a pre-sale in around 2019,
2020.
sorry, 2021, so and when did you finally launch?
So basically, 2021 December, I left my job. I started in 2 to 3 months later. So around March to April, we did a pre-sale, and we launched in around June 2022. And it has
Understood.
been around 2 years.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, 2 years. So once you did a, so if we just go through a series of events, you started with a pre-sale, then you did a lifetime deal, and somewhere in the fag end of 2024, I believe, in the beginning of the 2024, you switched to yearly pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
interesting.
actually switched to yearly pricing in like around 2 to 3 months back itself, before the acquisition took place. So we thought, okay. So again, a learning point about this. So as this was our first product, the valuation is very different. So valuations are very low for lifetime deal, but again, for a recurring business as well, it really depends on what kind of growth you are having, what kind of like product you are offering. Is it like, do you have any more competitors? So buyer will obviously ask for a lot of things. He will also do a lot of research. But again, I would say, like, if you want to start something in this online indie making journey, SaaS is obviously very hard, very difficult to to sell. That is why it has more valuation. And but if you want to get started, a lifetime deal product would be a very easiest product to start with, because you don't have that kind of the you don't have that kind of problems that a SaaS product face. So we didn't switch to yearly pricing in the last 3 to 4 months. We switched to that, and yeah, it has been around 2 years mostly. And we also at later point, we were like very we were not doing anything about it, and we were quite actually bored with our own product itself. So we wanted to do something very different, but again, we weren't investing much time into this. So we thought, okay, so we are not doing justice to our own product itself. So let's do one thing. So let's sell to a buyer who can do something about it, who can actually add more justice to this product, and he can do a lot of things with that product, and maybe we can shift to something else and do more, build more products and launch more products.
Yeah. So, if can you give a brief overview at what revenue were you guys at before you sold off Affiliate Corner?
So yeah, so again, as I told you, like the growth was hampered because of the investing, the time that we invest. So we were doing around 15 to 16 thousand dollar yearly at like around one a year or so. But before that, we were doing around 40 to 50 thousand dollar a year. So that was the growth period,
So
and
your
the growth was
LTD,
not.
all your LTD launches accumulated to somewhere around 40-50 thousand dollars, and when you switched, or probably including your yearly and LTD, it was somewhere around. Would I would it be good to say $60,000?
So no. So basically, around 2 years, the collective sales or the collective revenue is around probably 85,000 dollars.
Oh,
Collective all time sales. So I don't try to calculate the ARR because it's not like a huge thing. So 1,200 ARR is not a big thing. So I won't calculate that, obviously, because compared to the all-time LTD sales, it's a huge number. So around I would say 90 to 95 thousand dollars. Not 95, 80 to 90 thousand dollars was the all-time revenue sales from the 2 years period, and we learned a lot from this, the first product. And yeah, so we thought, okay, this was a great learning experience, like from building to selling to pre-selling to advertising to selling on social media. And we also had this kind of segment where we were also asking for brands to list their affiliate program into our product, and we were charging them as well. So we also had
Oh,
that kind of segment, B2B segment.
so I was asking about the revenue because you see there is the model of SaaS where you have a monthly recurring
Yeah.
subscription and that accumulates to ARR. So when you are selling your product, that is why I wanted to know because how did your buyer or you evaluate your product in those terms? So how did
Yeah.
you come about it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it really also depends on the buyer itself. So some buyers would take around 6 months of average revenue. Some buyers would take 11, 12 months of average revenue, and they will, once they come to a, the average price of that, average monthly revenue, then they would also check, okay, what's the growth like? Is it growing or is it like decline? How is the organic traffic? Do you get organic traffic? Do you get organic sales? So all of these things matter a lot in the valuation itself. So I won't go into details like what kind of valuation, but obviously I can say like we got around 1x valuation for our LTD for this acquisition. And we thought, okay, if we are getting 1x valuation, and most of the SaaS, if you see, the multiples are at around 2x to 3x,
Yeah,
mostly
yeah,
3x. So
mostly
if
three.
we are
Yeah.
getting an multiple of 1x, it's really good, and I think we should go about it. And we actually had a lot of offers previous, but what happened is like we stay put, and we thought, okay, we will get a good offer, we will get a good offer, and then the growth started decline. So one more learning point is, when you are thinking about selling a product, you should do it when you're growing your product, not when you're declining. It will seriously hamper your valuation a lot. So if you are thinking about selling a product, you should do it once if you are in the growth period itself.
Okay, nice. So I was a little curious in terms of your valuation, right? Like you said that you guys got 1x valuation.
Yeah,
And so basically to summarize this whole aspect is that if you're building a SaaS and if it is in a growth trajectory, you can expect 3x of your valuation that you can ask. But if you are doing something like a lifetime deal and something like a yearly subscription and it is still not in a very growth trajectory, next would be a good valuation to accept, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what was your process of finding these buyers and from where did you list it on acquire.com or anything, any other platform?
Yeah. So it was like a very tiring process. So acquisition, obviously, I knew that it would be very tiring because you have to get into a lot of calls. You have to discuss each and every detail with this buyer. So we started this listing of the product into this platform around 8 months before the acquisition
Where,
happened.
which platform?
So we actually tried each and every platform. So we tried Acquired, we tried Flippa.com, we tried, I think, Microns. So the acquisition happened on Microns.io actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got to know about it around January or February this year itself about Microns, and didn't knew about Microns that the previous year. So Microns.io is a good product, I would say, and we got a good amount of inquiries. So, and Flippa as well, we got good amount of inquiries as well. We got good offers as well actually. At one point of time, we also got around 1.5x to 2x of the value, but we thought, okay, we should wait for good offer, we should wait for good offer, and nothing happened. And actually, if you feel that, so you should know about the market details as well. So you should know like what kind of valuation people are getting, what kind of LTD valuations are going on, what kind of SaaS valuations are going on. Also think about your reality as well. Are you really growing your product? Is your PNL sheet very strong so that you can keep your product and keep working on? So all of these things is really interesting to know as a first time entrepreneur. You get to learn a lot of things. You need to you get to learn about your PNL sheet as well, how to keep your PNL sheet strong. So I would recommend everyone who are starting to make, so first of all, create a PNL sheet, and also look at your PNL sheet each and every month and try to balance your PNL sheet and make it very strong if you are looking for an acquisition at later point of. So PNL sheet is a very huge factor in terms of acquisition. We used to do a lot of meetings, And then one point of time we told, okay, we'll not do meeting. We will only do if they are really interested in acquiring. So we used to ask proof of funds. So if you really have proof of funds, we will only do meeting with. Otherwise, we will not do meeting. Will be only sharing the details on the online chat itself. So
Sorry,
that is how.
what exactly is proof of funds and how do you identify it?
So proof of funds is basically a verification method so that we know that the buyer really has the funds that we need. So if I'm selling it for 20,000, it the buyer should have that kind of funds, or he should be able to portray that he can buy your product for that amount of funds. He can show anything. He can show your bank statement. He can show probably a loan collateral that he will be doing or anything of that sort. So that a verification will be a good thing. So that okay, so
And
that I
these
can
are
know.
facilitated and these are facilitated these
So
platforms like
sometimes it is
micro.
facilitated by the platform itself, and sometimes they have to do it manually. So you have to like obviously no buyer would do something silly. So he will show proof of funds if he is very serious about it. And many people did send a proof of funds, and that is how we try to filter some serious buyers as from the non-serious buyers.
Yeah. So you also mentioned about having a strong PNL. What do you mean by having a strong PNL? Is it what I assume by this is basically having being profitable, but I don't think that is what matters. What do you mean by having a strong PNL?
So, profitable is obviously an important metric if you are trying to sell. And strong P&L is basically, are you growing month on month? So even if it's a 5% growth or maybe a 10% growth, you can show that okay, you are growing month on month basis. So
Mm-hmm.
think about your buyer. So why would he buy a product? If the product is getting good cash flow, growing, if it is a growing product, then only someone will buy it. Who would buy a declining product? Obviously, in our case, it was very different. And why it was different is because the positioning, the uniqueness of the product was very different. You
Mm-hmm.
can't find a product like us in the online market currently. So that itself made it very strong. That made a strong case against the PNL. Our PNL sheet was not very strong; it was very weak, but still we got good valuation. I would say, because of the fact that our product was quite unique and it was actually adding more value to the
So
end.
when you say it was weak, what do you mean by
Week
that?
is
Like,
basically, yeah.
yeah.
So week is basically if you are like your month on month growth is not there. It's like your revenue is like declining each and every month. And if you are also relying on only one channel, and that is also like decline. No, that is good PNL, I would say. You should be also diversifying your revenue sources and also growing your revenue source.
So, and you also mentioned about running Facebook ads,
Yeah.
and you spent around 80, 90,000 in running Facebook.
Yeah.
Did you also try Google ads as well?
No. So Google Ads is very different actually. So Google Ads is for those who want to generate inquiries. For generating inquiries, Google Ads is very good. And if you are into B2B SaaS, you can generate inquiries from that because if you have a good higher order value. So it's Google Ads is not for those who want to sell lifetime deals, who want to sell ebooks, want to sell checklist or any software that is for one time price.
Mhm.
Google is not for that. Google is for generating more inquiries, generating more
Leads.
sales inquiries for that. So Google Ads is for that. So as I told you, like, I was working with abroad education consulting. So we used to generate inquiries for people going study abroad. So we were getting a lot of good high amount of quality leads from Google Ads. So Google Ads is very different from Facebook Ads. So we didn't
And so I'll just go a little bit back in time where you said that you started with working on SEO and mostly you honed your skill by working in the jobs that you worked for.
yeah.
So were you only concentrating on SEO or your job included everything from Facebook ads to Google ads to digital marketing? Because why I'm asking this is because now I see you that you were able to at least like grow the revenue or by experimenting with Facebook ads or Google ads or even SEO. So how did your experience in your job help you actually define and make your product, which was like selling it worth like 80,000, making 90,000, eighty thousand
Yeah.
dollars Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I would say not much of my marketing or overall SEO skill set didn't help much in this product because if I was able to create SEO focused pages in this industry, I knew it was very difficult because affiliate marketing, rank for affiliate related keywords is a
Mhm.
very difficult task. I knew that I won't be able to do that because there are a lot of big players in this market in the affiliate marketing space, and it will take me years to rank. So I
Mhm.
didn't think I would be able to do justice, and I would be able to rank for keywords related to affiliate marketing. What keywords I was targeting is very very broad stuff like how to make money online via affiliate marketing, or related to affiliate marketing programs, or related to keywords. They were like really really broad keywords, I would say, and highly competitive. So I thought, okay, I can't do SEO for this because it's a really competitive space, and there are huge players in this industry. I can't do unless I have some good funds. I can get more backlinks and get online domain authority of my website or overall product into at around 30, 40, 50 DA. I won't be able to rank this. So the overall marketing, my 9 to 5 job. So whatever skill sets that I learned during my 9 to 5 job, it helped me in the overall broad perspective. So let's suppose cold email. So cold email I learned from my 9 to 5 job when I was working at DonorBox. So I was cold emailing people for backlinks, getting backlinks, and used to get backlinks very easily via the cold email techniques that I use. And those cold email techniques were very useful for me when I was approaching for my B2B brands if they want to list their affiliate programs. So that was one part, like emailing. Then obviously, as I told you, and in 2020 I left my job for 5 months. I was on Twitter, so I used to sell my ebook, right? So I used to learn like how to sell, how to do some pricing, pricing hacks, like to get more social media sales from social media. And
What
from
was
that,
this ebook? Ebook?
so this ebook was on Quora marketing actually, and
Mhm.
I used to write on Quora actually previously and in around 2018. So I thought,
Mhm.
okay, if I know about Quora, let's start writing about Quora, and I made an ebook on Quora. So it was like a good thing for me also, that because got to learn about like how to sell stuff, how to build online, how to build how to write an ebook, how to market an ebook, how to sell an ebook. So I learned from that, and also that experience also helped me in selling, affiliate corner in on social media, on Twitter as well. So I got a lot of good amount of sales from Twitter. So overall, I would say there were a lot of moving parts that helped me overall in my journey, and from that I would say the majority of the channels, I would say there were a lot of channels that we got sales. We also got sales from influencer marketing. So I also again cold email to a lot of micro influencers. So micro influencers are those like they are not really big, but also they are like around 5 to 6 thousand subscribers. So on YouTube I got their email. I used to email, and then they used to offer me like, okay, if they want to work on a one time fees, or they want to work on a commission basis. So many people were agreeing for the commission basis as well. So if they build a video and explaining like how my product works, they also were open to work on a commission basis. So they will get good commission around 30 to 35%, and that would surpass even the one time fixed fees that they would be asking for. So commission based offer would make sense for them. So, and also I did for Instagram influencers as well in the same similar manner. So got good amount of like sales from that as
So with this, if you're since you're talking about influencer marketing, I did a say similar approach in YouTube, but the challenge that I faced was finding emails. It was a huge, humongous task. Like get first of all searching for the right affiliates, and then finding that some of them have emails in their channel itself, some of them don't have. So were you doing the same approach, or did you find some
well.
other tools? Or
So once you go into this YouTube channel, right, there is an about section. You will find an email, but if you don't find an email, you will find some social media handle. So what I used to do is like, okay, if I got an email, I used to write it in my Google Sheet, and if there is no email, then I used to write all the social media handles they have. And obviously, I had good amount of following at that point of time. Then I used to again DM them, cold DM them on Twitter as well. So okay, I am building this product. Would you be open to creating a video for us? In return, we can work on commission basis if you like. Let's discuss if you are interested. So I used to cold DM them as well, and also to build some rapport, I would also used to go on their timeline, on Twitter timeline, and also used to interact with them. you know add some more value into what they are like trying to sell. So build some human relationships as well, so that would not act like spamming. So if you they from the Twitter itself, they will obviously accept your and then chat there.
Yeah, it sounds like you were doing so many things, and and I think that for solopreneurs specifically who are building and kind of marketing all of these things, it's in fact for me as well. Like I just handle marketing for product launch, but for me also it becomes so much, a huge task to get all of these things together, right? So like I tried this influencer marketing thing, and then I don't know, I just stopped in between. I don't know why, because I was very much focused on currently very much focused on SEO. So I'm trying to, again, in SEO also there's so many moving parts, right? Like, you have to build backlinks, you have to approach people for guest posting or link exchange. Only then your domain authority will increase. Then of course there is meta ads, Google ads, LinkedIn ads, and all of this also requires another approach of, researching it well and creating assets. And can you share some aspects about how did you go about creating good assets, and was there a learning curve in your ads journey, and did you hire somebody for that, or did you do it by yourself?
No, for like okay. So actually, I also forgot one more, marketing channel. So we were like researching a lot, like how can I get more deals? So I don't know, not many people know this on Twitter as well. So Reddit obviously is a huge market, channel. It really depends on how you. It's very Reddit, getting sales from Reddit is very tricky. So what we did is like there were some couple of subreddits, okay, related to affiliate marketing or maybe on, and on the sidebar they will keep some resources, links, or maybe on the header of that subreddit there will be a section where they will say, okay, these are some prominent resources, these are some prominent links that you can go to. So I thought, okay, so what if I approach these admins of this, subreddit and ask them, okay, if I pay you, would you be open to add our resources or add my link into your subreddit, that section? And to my surprise, many admin of this gets accepted, and we also
Wow.
got good sales from that as well. So it's more of like getting more,
Hmm.
and that itself, even if not many people would buy, they would even search for what kind of tool is this, what kind of, like, it would even increase the branded search, right? So even if they do buy, and branded searches are also really important because it will improve, it will, your website will obviously start ranking on the top if someone searches for that. So not many so it's kind of like brand authority or brand signaling. So we did that as well, and there were like very niche forums as well, so related to affiliate marketing. So completely dedicated forums for affiliate marketing. So we used to do that, like, okay, let's try to sponsor our tool into those forums as well. So there was one actually forum called STM forum. I think it's a really huge forum in the affiliate marketing space. So try to reach out to that founder or that team, and we also try to list our platform into those forums. So these forums has like huge or extreme advanced level affiliate marketers or even beginners for that. And
Where is this forum? Sorry, where is this forum
so
and how?
you just have to like search for it. Like I just did a random search, like top affiliate marketing forums, and I got like around 20-30 top forums, and you
Mhm,
just need to select, okay, which kind of forums are good for me, good for my audience.
mhm,
So I was looking for affiliate marketers, obviously that is my target audience.
mhm,
So I
mhm.
think there is one forum called STM forum. Then
Yeah, stack that money. Hmm.
yeah, and I think there are a lot of forums actually on
And
related
these
to affiliate
forums
marketing.
are like on Slack or Discord is
No, no,
what,
no. So these
you know.
are like basically dedicated websites, dedicated forums
Mhm.
like Reddit.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
So we
And
did that.
wow, I
Yeah,
think I literally got a marketing masterclass today.
uh,
So many things, like I wasn't aware of this Reddit thing, which is very unique, right? That the
yeah,
resources in subreddit, you can also contact the admin and get your
yeah.
resource list,
Yeah,
your
you can
product
try.
list.
So obviously you need to
Yeah.
try. Obviously you can get rejected, but if you really think, okay, this subreddit is very relevant to my product, okay, So if your tool is into product marketing, and there will be a sub product related to product marketing started.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
if you try to contact the admin and okay, this is my product related to a product marketing, you can check it out, and if you find that useful, you can like put that link into your subreddit, and maybe we can discuss about the rates, and we can see.
Nice, nice. So
Yeah,
I'll just summarize your entire marketing strategy. So it started with approaching Facebook forums, right? And there you sort of did pre-sale launches.
yeah.
Then you did it on Twitter as well. You didn't launch on Product Hunt, right?
We did launch, but obviously product hunt is also like kind of one thing. So you won't get more sales for like after 2 to 3 days. It
Yeah,
would
yeah,
go
the
to,
traffic dies down. Yeah.
yeah,
So like for initial, for starters, Product Hunt is good, and
yeah,
approaching these forums is good. Later on you did affiliate, like influencer partnerships, influencer marketing. Then Quora, you I think you mentioned you did a lot about in Quora as well. And again, Reddit partnerships, we can call that Reddit
Reddit
partnerships.
partnership.
Yeah. And am I missing out anything?
Don't think you are missing out. But yeah, also one more thing that you can do, and we actually didn't do that, but we had that in mind, but we didn't have that fund with us. But that was also a huge marketing channel, I would say. It was like it's known to everyone actually. It is that people lack funds to do that.
Mhm.
That channel is sponsoring good emails, a good email list. So if you know a good email, if you know a good person who has a good amount of email subscribers which are into your audience, which you think that okay, this is my audience, you can sponsor
So
their email list.
newsletter sponsorship
Yeah,
is what you're
newsletter
saying.
sponsorships, that you can
Yeah.
do, but obviously for good amount of subscribers they will ask around 120 $150 for one email sponsorship. But
Yeah, in
again,
fact, I was having a chat on this early in the morning, and there was this guy who's building a tool in around marketing, SEO and marketing, and he kind of approached these newsletters, and the one that had like really good amount of subscribers, like around 100,000 subscribers, their basic pricing started from 3,000, and there was no
yeah,
scope for negotiation as well. But then there are some niche newsletters like who has around a subscriber base of 10,000 or 20,000 or even 5,000, 6,000. So 5,000, 6,000 subscriber base, they give sponsorships for around 30, $40, which is a good amount to it's a nominal amount which you can uh, put it across around for 5,000 followers, and around 20,000 followers it's around 150 to $200. These are the rates that I came to know about. And I
okay,
feel that, yeah, and I feel that if it's better to target these small newsletter people, because I don't know, I may be wrong, because what happens is that the more targeted segmented audience you have for your newsletter, people are more open to, people actually read
yeah,
those emails, and they are more prone to click your product, rather
yeah.
than targeting like big newsletters who have big amount of audience. That so I may be wrong, but it could, I
So yeah,
think that.
obviously, basically sponsoring niche newsletters are a good thing. Like so what I do is like I try to subscribe to this newsletters and see what kind of emails do they reach to. And they also do one thing. They also add a sponsor list, so you also get to know what kind of products they are.
Mhm.
Okay, so once you get into these newsletters, right? Once you try to subscribe to these newsletters, and after one or two emails, you will also notice like what kind of products they are promoting in their newsletters.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
will get
yeah,
an idea. Okay, so these guys are promoting this kind of products, so I could have a chance with them. So it
yeah.
just depend on the pricing and the negotiation part. And yeah, so that was one thing that we did actually. Probably I think one or two times we did, but again I knew there were some really good email newsletters in this space. Interestingly, there are a lot of affiliate marketing obviously is a huge industry, and there are a lot of good email newsletters out there. But obviously I can't afford that because you have to pay like $200 to $300 for each and every email, and it was like a very risky bet, I would say. If I had that kind of funds with us, I could have that, but that was one channel that we didn't tapped on that. And I think TikTok is one more channel that we didn't tap because
Sorry,
TikTok was very
what TikTok? Okay,
TikTok.
yeah,
So
yeah.
TikTok was very growing in US in 2020, and we knew that we wanted to do something in TikTok, but we also did some sponsorships in TikTok from what we did is it is like we went work and looking for TikTok influencers, and then we sponsored some influencers as well, but we didn't get that much good response from that. But obviously it was about experimenting, but you have to experiment and you have to find good influencers with good engagement rate on
So
Twitter
these
and
influences are there on Upwork? These,
so
because in India, of course, we cannot access TikTok, so there's no way to find these influencers
there is
through
actually a
TikTok.
way. So you can use VPN. So
Mhm.
we what we did is like we used a VPN. We registered our we registered our profile, and we were actually looking. We just searched our normal keyword like marketing, and there were a lot of TikTok videos related to that. Well, what I did is like actually copy pasted all these profile links into a sheet, and once I knew okay, so there were also bio link inside that file,
Mhm.
and from that you can also again get some social media handles. And what we used to know is like obviously they had some TikTok profile as well as a YouTube channel. So there is a double strategy that you
Mhm.
can do. Like obviously if you can't do TikTok, we can do YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
So that was one. So to do you can do a lot of marketing strategies. You need to just stick to what.
Yeah, so coming to that, what did actually work for you guys? Was there any specific one channel that you saw consistent month on month growth that you are getting from that particular channel, or was it very diversified in terms of channel?
Yeah, so I would say it was very diversified, and plus the sales were dependent on how much efforts we are putting on all these diversified channels, and it
Hmm.
was not sustainable. So to make it sustainable, we have to rely on some good marketing channel that would sustain.
Hmm.
So there was no channel that we focused on a really long period of time that we could sustain on. Facebook ads was one thing, but it was a very tricky and a very risky bet because you have to invest your own amount, and again you have to find a very advanced Facebook marketer who would understand your product, who would. So see, Facebook ads is very easy until once you try to scale this up. So it is easy at around $10 or $15 a day if you're spending that much amount, or even
Hmm.
$20 a day. But once you start spending 50 or $100 a day, it would get very tricky because your cost will go up and your ROS will go down because you're spending a lot. So your ad cost will go up. So it's very tricky. So it's very tricky to find a very highly skilled Facebook advertisers, and even if you find, they will charge a lot. So it's
Hmm.
a very tricky situation with Facebook ads.
So would you
So
suggest if
yeah,
today I have to start with ads, Facebook ads, let's say, and I do not have a lot of idea about it because past in the past I did a little bit of Facebook ads, and that was right, 10-15 dollar per day wala. So
yeah.
if what would you suggest, should if anybody today wants to start doing Facebook ads, should they get somebody on board who is an expert in Facebook ads, or should they try it out in the beginning to get an idea at least of how things work, and probably late on in the later stages they can get somebody on board?
Yeah. So even if someone is starting, it also, first of all it depends on what kind of product. Okay. So if a B2B very niche B2B product, you should first of all know what kind of audience you have, right? So most of the audience are on Facebook, but if you are targeting a very B2B kind of product where you are targeting CEOs or managers or
Mhm.
something of a high profession, you can't find that on Facebook. So what I mean by Facebook is like Facebook is more of a dying nature right now, but what I am saying is Instagram. Most of the
Mhm.
sales are from Instagram right now because Facebook is dying a lot. Facebook, I say Facebook, the dashboard that we use to create that is inside Facebook, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
business
yeah.
manager is inside Facebook. That is why I use the term Facebook ads, but uh, it's not a way to get more sales via Facebook ads. I mean is Instagram. Actually,
Mhm.
you will get
Okay.
good sales from Facebook, but relatively comparatively, I would say Instagram would get a lot more sales. And if someone wants to start, first of all, they should know if my audience is there on Facebook or not. Second thing is like what of pages that I can see on Facebook related to my thing. So for me, I knew okay there were some niche affiliate forums, affiliates, and even there is some there is some insight tool where you can find what kind of ads they are running.
Yeah.
So you can see that. So once you get an idea, okay. So once you get an idea, okay. So my competitors are running Facebook ads. That means my audience is there, and if my audience is there, I can also start earning. So once you can validate that, can run Facebook ads. Now the thing is like the execution part, like what can I do, how can I perform a Facebook ads. So I would say if you want to be really really successful with Facebook ads, you have to, first of all, you have to have intricate knowledge about each thing about it. So running and launching is very easy. So you
Mhm.
can learn probably under $15 a day, $10 a day. You might, but an advanced Facebook marketer would know how to create more campaigns, how to add more skills, how to add more targeting. There is
Mhm.
something called as horizontal targeting. There is something called as vertical targeting. So vertical targeting is basically you add more audiences.
Mhm.
I'm not sure, but these are some broad concepts about it. You add more audiences, you add more locations. So that is
Mhm.
how you add more audience to your advertising set. So I might be wrong about the differences, but this is term. So obviously, a advanced Facebook marketer would know how to scale your Facebook, and scaling is the most difficult part in advertising, be it Google Ads or be it Facebook ads. So if you figure scaling, your product will kill. Your product will kill in the market if you figure.
Nice. I think, yeah, even I strongly believe this aspect that if you found your target audience, if they are on Facebook, Instagram, and you
Yeah,
got the initial traction with your ads, then it's a good bet to start scaling up, right? Because sometimes, like for me, I have a B2B product, right? I'm not sure my audience would be there or not. My audience may be more on LinkedIn, right? Because
yeah,
there are all these CEOs, co-founders are hanging out there. And the good strategy that you said, yeah, I mean, everywhere, even be it Meta ads, be it LinkedIn ads, or be it Google ads, you can actually find all your competitors ads,
yeah,
assets, and what ads they did the last active ad, or which have become inactive. So the starting point could be a good point to start with, where you first analyze your competitors ads, and then you kind of start working on a very small scale. And then if that is working, probably you can scale it up further, and in that case you can experiment with hiring, getting somebody on board. And I think the ROS would also be great in that aspect, right? Even if I spend some amount in some retainership amount for that Facebook ad expert, and the amount that I'm putting in the ads, I believe I could get somewhere around 4 to 5x ROS. Am
yeah.
I right?
Yeah, so it also depends on what kind of price you are doing. So for LTD product is very easy to sell actually on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
because it's a one-time thing, right? Selling a
Yeah.
recurring subscriber is, it would be tricky. So there are a lot of strategies actually. So one strategy is like doing course and selling that on Facebook ads, and you will get a lot of subscriptions for a free course, and then you can build an email list. And
Yeah.
once you build an email list, you can like sell to that email list. That
Hmm.
is a more easier approach than sell directly to your to your audience. And there is also called as warm audience, cold audience. Cold audience is basically those audience which do not know about a product, so selling to them is very difficult. Warm
Difficult.
audience
Correct.
is those who actually know about your product, but they haven't like they have visited your product probably. So these are kind of like warm audiences, and it could be to sell your to them. So if you have a warm audience, then your positioning would be different, then your ad creative will be different. But if you are selling to a cold audience who hasn't watched your product, or took a look at your product or your landing page, they didn't know about a brand. So your creative targeting would again be different. You can't like tell, okay, this is my product, and you will get this. You have like, okay, this is the problem, this is the solution we have, and this is the solution that we are providing. Or maybe you can try some informative ads at first. Try to hard sell to those cold
Mhm.
audience, because it's very to the cold audience directly. So first you have to educate that audience, and then
Hmm.
you can, once you educate that audience, then you can take that audience again, use that
Mhm.
audience in a different way, and then sell with a different positioning again. So there are a lot of strategies.
Yeah, this is very insightful. Like, you can start with actually selling an ebook or a course
Yeah,
or anything as a lead magnet,
yeah,
get the cold leads to at least become warm leads, and then you start targeting them to for your selling your product.
yeah.
That is a very good strategy. Amazing. Yeah. I think
Yes.
like I said, I literally got a master class on marketing, and you should probably think about writing an ebook or probably doing a course on this, because these are the things which a lot of indie hackers, they are not aware of it. Neither they are
Yeah.
aware of it, and they are kind of struggling with how to actually, because even if you have a killer product, if you do not have a good marketing strategy, if you're not marketing continuously, and it's not going to really help you out, because
Yeah.
nowadays the barrier to entry to build has become really low, right? Like you
Yeah.
can, like a couple of days back, I literally used, I'm not from a tech background, but I used Claude to build like 3 or 4 tools just by giving Claude some
Yeah.
prompts, right?
Exactly.
So today what one should actually, as an indie hacker, should focus on is trying all these kind of marketing strategies and doing it consistently, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And I would say most important thing is like when one can build, you can hire stuff, hire developers from Upwork or freelancers. You can hire from anyone. So marketing is something, or marketing strategy is something you cannot hire someone like that directly. So you have to, as an indie hacker, you have to learn, like first to say uh, improving copywriting. Copywriting is the most important part, because even if you build a really great product, you know that you have a great product. But if you are not able to portray your product on any page, that is
yeah,
going to kill a lot of sales, first of
yeah,
all. So people say like, okay, you have to launch it directly and everything. I don't believe in that, but say you have to invest some good amount of efforts in your copywriting as well, and
yeah, and
then
keep
also
testing it.
positioning. Yeah, keep testing it, and also copywriting is the most important, because be good at messaging. Like
Yeah,
even if that product really good, if that messaging is not proper, they won't buy. That's the
that's
simple
true.
thing.
That's true.
So and thing is very important as well. As I told you, like my Red Corner, it's a database, it's a directory, but just because of the positioning that I did as a resolution, it
Mm,
made it feel like it's a SaaS product, or it's a
mm,
like kind of a different thing than a database or directory, and that itself increases the value of product. So
yeah.
positioning is a very important thing, and I want to read some books on positioning right now. So let's see what happens. But that is life learning from positioning part, and also landing page is very important. To do a very bad landing page, people won't buy even if you have a good product. So three things: copywriting, landing page, and positioning are very different for very important.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. 100% agree with you. So, yeah, I think we got a really good, insightful session on how we can start marketing, how what all channels one can look at when you are specifically depending upon your target audience, etc., and how you can even scale your marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Now, I am a little curious about your a little bit of your personal life, so I'll switch tracks and try to understand what how has your life after entering the indie hacking space been. Have you already achieved that freedom that you once started, like that was the goal, that to have freedom in life and also get the money, the different sources of income, and do what you want at your own pace and time?
Yeah, I would say like I also got the freedom. Yeah, I have definitely got the freedom, and I am enjoying that freedom. But again, it's a very difficult, thing balance. So as an India, we are like competitive. We want more and more and more. We want
Yeah.
more sales, more income, more sales, more customers. But again, so the you should get to know the first important question that you have to understand is like, why am I doing this? Okay, is it really the money? Is it really freedom, or is it really happiness? So you should know first. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? So, like, first of all, why doing this? Are you happy in your 9 to 5 job? Why did you left your 9 to 5 job? Even if you left 9 job, why did you left? Was it because of your boss? Was it because of the freedom? Was it because you wanted something? So you should first figure out why you did that. First we have to figure out that. So I am trying to balance now, but it's very difficult to balance. Like when I enjoy a lot of time, but then I start thinking, okay, I didn't work on my product, so I feel guilty about my activities that I did. I enjoyed a lot of time, so it's a
Yeah, I
tricky.
mean, this is a very tricky situation, and this is the con of start working independently, because that accountability, you kind of lose sense of
Yeah,
accountability, and you're like, "Acha, theek hai, we can." today's weekend, I'll chill, or probably even in the midweek, like probably it's a Wednesday, like I don't feel like working, I'll just chill. But accountability, self accountability, building that self accountability is really important, that you continue working while feeling happy, while enjoying the process, but also having that space and time for yourself where you are not actually working and you are, enjoying your own personal life as well.
Yeah, yeah. So, and actually, I would say the most important learning in this journey was like you should balance your life.
Yeah.
If you don't balance your life would go on a toss, because like families and relationships are also important apart from business. And if you don't focus on families and relationships, so many there are many advice on Twitter like, okay, you should go all in, you should work 50 hours a week, or something that of that sort. You should go all in, and then once you're figured out, you can balance everything. But I would say you should try to balance from the beginning. I
Right from the
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't balance that actually, and I hampered a lot of social life because of that. And I love social life, but in 9 to 5, I like to connect with people. So what I currently do is like to balance that. I do workations. So I'm thinking from Himachal, that from the hostels, then I get to connect people.
People. Yeah.
A lot of people from around the world, they come there to work, chill, and enjoy. That's a really great place to do that. And I think vacations are good, but again, focus again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. 100% agree. Like we also tried to, do workations like long
yeah,
15, 20 days, staying in, of course, Himachal, Manali, etc. And but what we realized was, yeah, that focus, it starts getting diminished. If you are at home continuously working like on your project or product for like 1, 2, 3 months, you get that you are in that zone, right? But as soon
yeah,
as you this has happened with me, like as soon as I move to another place, even if I go back to my hometown, getting that focus or getting that zone is gets really difficult. So
yeah,
whoever
yeah,
is doing while traveling, whoever is working while traveling and getting that focus or getting zoned it, I really appreciate, because
yeah.
this is something I am not able to do.
No, actually, it's logical as well. You won't be able to, because when you go to new places, right? Your brain tries to, okay, imagine, like, try to enforce like what is happening around my thing. I was in a
Yeah.
very family environment, and then suddenly you are in a new environment. Then your
Mm.
brain tries to understand what's happening around you,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
once your brain starts, trying to find what's happening around me, you are in different zone. So,
Yeah.
so I experienced this myself as well. So let's see. I'm starting my mission, from tomorrow, in a different country for the first time. I did two to three countries, but it was like a vacation trip with my friends. So this first time I would be working as well as enjoying. So let's see how that goes. I wanted to do digital nomading in a different country, and so it goes. Like, obviously there were a lot of notion like, okay, you should do digital nomading. If you have that freedom, you should like capitalize on that freedom, that sort. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I all the best. I hope you find your focus there, because
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said very, very rightly, that your brain starts to understand the new
yeah, man,
place, you new environment, even new people, and the time also kind of passes by very quickly. And then
yeah,
to get familiarity in that environment, you need a big chunk of time to, like,
yeah,
to set up a routine for yourself and all.
yeah.
So
And
yeah,
then you
interesting.
start like thinking, okay, what should I eat? What should I eat on my lunch? Because if when you are at home, you know what, okay, I will
Yeah,
eat this.
everything is fixed. Yeah.
your
Yeah.
your food is fixed, right? Your lunch is fixed, your dinner is fixed. And once you are out, your thinking starts again, like, okay, what should I eat now? Should I go? What
Yeah.
should I do now? So kind of like add more to your thinking, effort. So that is one reason I would say focus.
Yeah, true, true. So yeah, we have come to the end of almost the end. I would just ask you a quick question about what have you planned for this next year? Like half of 2024 is left, and of course, in the coming year, what is your plan? What are you going to do?
Right. As I told about ltdideas.com, so I want to. So currently, I'm not with Rishabh. So I'm currently solo, and I don't have any technical skill set as such. So I'm trying to see if I can build a tool with no code and have that tech stack with me. So
Mhm.
this ltdideas.com I have outsourced to a very freelance developer. but again the tech stack is me, and I don't really have that of control. So
Mhm.
in this coming year, I want to build products, no code tools. So you can easily build Chrome extension with Cloud actually. So I
Mhm.
want to build some Chrome extension and see if I can monetize that Chrome extension. That would be really crazy. Like just typing some prompts,
Yeah,
building a
yeah,
Chrome extension, monetizing them
yeah,
directly. So I want to
absolutely.
try that, see how it goes, and then maybe I will build some one or two Chrome extensions I want to build. Then there's a big SaaS product that I already had in mind, but again that requires a lot of technical expertise, and that would take a lot of time. It's in a very different. I would say that I'm open to say that industry is doing investing. So I don't know if not many India hackers would know about that industry. So I want to build a SaaS in that industry. I had that idea in mind. I also started that idea, but again, it's a very tricky part because of and that is one thing that maybe I would start. I'm not sure about that, and then maybe a course on how to build.
You should definitely do a course for sure. I mean,
But it would be
in
a
just this 1 hour, I got so many insights, but although they were a little on the above superficial level, but if you really build a course around specifically around marketing for indie hackers, that is going to be huge, I believe, because you have lots of experience and
yeah, lots
insights
of
that you've
technical
already.
strategies that I
Yeah,
would that I can probably share with some mentors. Yeah, probably I will do that because like as an India hacker, you have to do stuff, right? You
yeah,
can't build obviously products are good, but like as Daniel, I follow his philosophy because he has got some good philosophy, I would say, like small uh, portfolio small bets. So
yeah,
you should have a portfolio of all the different things, and you are not relying on each and everything, right?
yeah,
So if
exactly.
one goes down, that one other is there
That
for
one,
you.
absolutely true, true,
Yeah.
true. Agreed, agreed. Thank you so much for coming and sharing all your valuable insights. And I personally got to learn a lot. I hope the audience has also got a lot to receive from your end. And I will wait to see how your digital nomading goes and share about your journey. I'll emphasize that do create a course because these are some insights that people are still not aware of, and specifically people who have just started out, or even I've seen people who are doing crazy amount of MRR, but they are still not aware of a lot of these marketing strategies.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should definitely do that. And yeah, great.
Sure, I will think about it, and really grateful for inviting me.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in and staying it until the end of this episode. I believe this episode was a huge masterclass on marketing, and I hope you also found a lot of actionable insights that you could implement in your product development and marketing journey. If you're liking these episodes, please do subscribe to it because I'm coming with a lot of great founders and great marketing strategists from whom you can learn a lot. I am personally learning a lot from these guys. Also, this episode has been brought to you by Product Logs, a customer feedback management platform where you can easily collect and track feature requests, publish roadmaps, and product updates. If you like this episode, please share it with your friends, and I will see you in my next episode. Till then, bye bye, take care.